Did people do this and pause the harvester and get 2 of these out quickly? Is this what people do, by the way? To get it super quickly in their base? Probably not a good thing, right? Because we have no money. I just want to test it, if I'm honest. Oh my god. Engineer snipe though? Engineer snipe? Oh wow, it actually worked. No way. I want to try something.
Construction complete. Unit is under
Oh my god, you need Sebastian? This faction sucks, dude. Why does Dynasty need to get the MCV upgrade? Why, dude? Why does GDF get everything, but Dynasty gets nerfed? Mine doesn't even shoot from outside. I have to... Oh my god, dude. Honestly. What a load of bull... Who balanced this nonsense? And then I can't build. Remove that. So I can't build. I've got to upgrade. And the sky drops thing is on tier 1. And it can shoot from outside. Brilliant. Just bloody brilliant, I say. Make 2 MCV.
On the lookout.
Wait, I can't put vehicles in this, but they can put vehicles in theirs? What? That doesn't even make sense. Why can they put vehicles in theirs? Why can they put vehicles in their one? I'm trying not to lose my patience here. That's ridiculous. That's so unbalanced. Well, I was gonna win this, but I think we're dead now because the faction sucks. No damage? No damage, really? They're flame! They do flame... Oh my fucking god. No damage. What a build, honestly. Trying things here. But it's all ruined by balance. Literally a flame unit does no damage to a building. But yet his drone troopers will absolutely wipe my buildings. Bullets equals better than flame. 101 logic right there. Why would that be too OP? You can put tanks and Skytrain dropping on top of it. You can put harvesters in it and dropping on it. If you steal a rig, you can put it in your Sky Crane and then drop rigs on people. I don't see the problem. If you're playing 2v2 and your allies Dynasty, what's stopping you from building a Sky Crane, putting 2 of these harvesters in and dropping it on an entire army and then stealthing it? We're just testing stuff. I don't care. But it's just irritating playing this faction. But I don't want to... Like, after you play like 100 games of GDF, you don't want to play GDF every game. What does Dynasty excel at? Nothing. But... cheese, early game cheese, that's predictable now and everyone can stop it. Because once you do cheese once or twice, everyone gets ready for it. They have really nice air. Doesn't matter how good their air is when, yet again, GDF's main composition army is Sentinels, Peacekeepers. You know which anti-air you have to build to kill 20 Peacekeepers? I tell ya, it's a lot. Right, we're going to try and snipe the MCV here, by the way.
On the lookout.
How did he know that was coming? What the?
Yes, General. Affirmative. Loud and
Holy
clear.
crap, he's super ready for that.
Our base is under unit is under attack.
Awaiting orders. Want me to place a rocket? Let's go. You have a done.
Unit lost.
No, there's no way. What's this guy here will actually tear him apart. So anyway, you can't go vehicles, you kind of have to do this.
Unit lost. Researching. On hold. Get up. Unit ready.
Look at this shit, look at this. Look at my army.
Unit ready.
Look at that army get destroyed by com officers.
Researching. Specialist on.
Just trying different things. I know how to win. We just go levelers and win the game at this point. Like, I know how to win from here. Just Dynasty's War Factory just needs buff. Like, these don't need anything. I think these are fine. It's just mainly board tanks need a damage increase. The issue with board tanks is they're kind of useless because the mixture of army with GDF is Sentinel drones and their tanks, and you can't do anything about it. And then your units get killed by the comms officers, so when your infantry goes for it, you get wiped. So it's just like, ah! Dynasty is too... No, they're not. Brother, Listen, I don't want to be a dick about it, but listen,
Training.
I'm trying to not be a dick about it, but I obviously know much more than you. Like, I'm not trying to be, you know, like, no. Okay, buddy? No. Now I see how it is to be a dev, you know. It's gotta be a nightmare, actually. I don't want that job. You're not thinking straight. Yes, Dynasty is strong enough to counter the comms officer. What about the comms officer above and the 15 peacekeepers above that comms officer? The 30 sentinels in front of that comms officer? The 20 hunter tanks in front of it? The 100 bloody drone operators? Like, sure, if you're singly picking out one unit, sure. Like, I've played enough games to know. Like, it's not that simple. If you count, if you say one unit, that unit, okay, sure. The comms officer is easy to counter at the start of the game, but mid-game, that thing is just so hard to catch. Because really, you want to go matchsticks, right, to catch the comms officer. But unfortunately, the competition between GDF are peacekeepers, right? The issue with peacekeepers are, I swear that they do splash damage against infantry. They stun infantry. It's like, what the hell, dude? What am I supposed to do against that? Like, that army right there will kill every single rocket I have.
Got a challenge for me.
Because the issue is, all your rockets group up. Every time you move, they group up. If they added some, like, collision, where these units didn't group, or a scatter move. Add a scatter move, and issue solved. Balance issue. If I press X, they scatter. That would actually solve it. Scatter move. Just like in every other Command & Conquer. By the way, when Dynasty gets to this level, they're unbeatable, though. I'll give them that. But it's getting to this level what's hard. Because you can never match them after this. So we're going to throw this army away in a second. Because it's hard to split on this game. Like, it's... You just grab everything. The issue with splitting with infantry, there's always like a slight delay between your split and them moving, you know? I don't know what that's about. I feel like every time I try and split my units, there's like a second delay, and they're like, nah, we're on Kit Kat break.
Protoss. Oh, ce petit truc qui arrive à patte là. Oui. Oh, what the fuck?
Battle command of the Tempest Rising. Stand by.
General.
Remnant's unit is under attack. Unit lost.
We don't have to take that fight. Do I have a war factory? Oh, dude.
Unit ready.
I actually... That's perfect.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
We'll take the fight, we'll just kill the sentinels here.
Training.
No, that's perfect. I was gonna salvage them, but that'll do. Thanks.
Specialist under unit lost.
Good luck against this, brother.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Bye. That's so good.
Lost.
Yeah, it was scatter move, yeah, CNC. I'm not saying they have to add anything, I'm just saying it would solve it. But Dynasty just feels really weak compared to GDF, man. I don't know, maybe the rig, I don't know what it's about, but it's just, it feels brutal playing, yeah, scatter move is 100% needed against levelers. You just boned, dude. You see, this is what Dynasty is, right? It's infantry into air. But that's not fun kind of meta, you know?
Our Tempest rig is under attack.
I just feel like there could be so many balance. I mean, they're going to balance the game eventually. No game's perfect, you know? Like, I can sit here and moan, it's fine. I'm going to, because it pisses me off, but it will get patched eventually. It's just kind of annoying. Some dev definitely likes GDF more than Dynasty. I don't know what, I don't want them to break Dynasty, but like, I don't know where, ugh. I'm not doing it again. I already proved this on stream like 10 times the other day. It's mainly the maps. The main issue with the starting maps is the Tempest refineries, you know, the oil you grab. It's so GDF favored, it's unreal. Because you can get your engineer sniped so many times. Yeah, like the GDF, almost the same. And that's the thing. The Sentinels give them a range buff, right? So they're much better than the Boars because they're a range buff on the Sentinels. And the Sentinels is like a major part of your army anyway. In a straight up engagement, War Factory against War Factory, you'll lose every single time. The range is absolutely insane. They need to dial back that range you get from Sentinels, honestly. Playing both factions, in my opinion, you get some balanced units from Dynasty on GDF? Absolutely not. It's not like that at all. What level do you play at? Like 1,500 MMR? You know what I mean? There's a difference, dude. Yet again, there's a massive difference between your skill level and top player skill level that know how to break the balance.
Gun ready.
You know what I mean? Like, you know? Like, yet again, I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but you know what I mean? Like, if you had Cirai in a room, and then a random bronze player on StarCraft 2, who would you ask their feedback opinion? The bronze player or the Cirai? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm Cirai, I'm just saying, you know. But, if you are so sure, I'll tell you what. I'll play 10 games of GDF, and you play 10 games of Dynasty. If you win that best of 10, I'll give you $100 right now. But you have to win the best of 10. Let's find out.
It will be ours. And
I will use every abusive strategy I can, and I guarantee you won't win one game. I'll even tell you what I'll do. And I guarantee you won't be able to stop it. I just build a sky crane, come in your base, take everything. There's nothing you can do about it.
Unit ready.
And if you try and havoc rush me, I build one turret at the start of the game, and there's nothing you can do to get in my base and kill my refineries.
Building captured. Our base is under attack.
I'm very confident. That's a Star Wars trooper. New strategy, by the way. We don't really want to win this, so we're going to give him a chance to win this game. Yeah, Zero's a good friend from Red Alert. I don't want to take his points too much, so we're giving him a big opportunity to win this by just doing this, if I'm honest.
Cancelled.
There's no way he loses against this, honestly.
Unit ready.
Yeah, it does some damage.
Place a rocket somewhere. Hitting the road. Give us the word. On the lookout. On the alert. Yes, General. Location set.
You think... Yeah, the game's really high unbalanced, but like... It's not individual units most of the time, if I'm honest. It's the army composition, right? You have to think about it, right? You got Sentinel tanks and Peacekeepers. That counters everything Dynasty has. Everything. That is the issue. 3 units counter everything Dynasty has.
Location set. Ready. On the lookout. Awaiting orders. Rockets standing by. Give us the word. Hitting the road.
Okay, watch this. 5 of them. Watch this.
Watching for move.
Zero, come on, bro. You gotta do better than that. No, don't unpack it. Don't unpack it. It does more damage.
On the lookout. Acknowledged.
Don't unpack it, bro.
Unit lost.
I'm not saying because I'm better than other people, I'm right. I'm just saying I think I know the game a little bit better, you know? I've played against every build, played the open beta and everything. And I don't just... This is not just me, by the way. I do discuss this with every other player I know. And when they're all in agreement, I think there's an issue, you know? When every single top player is in agreement, even the guys that abuse it are in agreement. You know what I mean? I think there's obviously an issue. And the issue is... The issue is, if we pretend there's not an issue, they're not going to fix it. Or they might... They're going to fix it, but like they might not fix it enough. Just like the engineer drop. You know? We complained about that in open beta. The best they did was nerf the engineer, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was this... The issue wasn't the engineer. The issue was... The issue was the sky crane. The issue of the engineer itself was fine. No one cared about that. Everyone cared about engineers falling from the sky The plane not having to land and taking all your buildings. And now they made it worse because now you can't unpack your MCV if an engineer is capping it. Why not? Why can't I unpack my MCV if there's an engineer capping it? Surely you should be rewarded if you see an engineer last second and you unpack it. Like, you can't do that if an engineer is capping it. Listen, I think they made a good game. I just think it could be much better. That's all. This is why sometimes I make videos that I'm not going to be popular with the developers or people I know. Because I know it makes them feel more pressure to get that fixed, but not the devs. Yet again, I have no issue with the devs. You have to remember, the developer has to do what he's told by the publisher. They can only work on what they can suggest they can work on, and the publisher has to say yes or no. But if I make a YouTube video and it gets 10,000 views, 20,000 views, they're more pressured into fixing it. I don't want to do that. It's not something I get joy out of. Because one guy was like, oh, you made this video to get profit. And I was like, dude, I made more money on the last video. That was a show match. What are you talking about? Absolute nonsense. Also, making YouTube videos is kind of my thing as well, and Twitch streaming.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Give this the word.
I don't think I have so much.
Unit ready.
Go Power Rangers!
Unit ready. Constructing.
Get him, Havocs! Get him!
Construction complete.
Get him, Havocs! I'm just messing with him at this point. But I think he might win, you know.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack.
Funny game.
Eyes on the skies. Affirmative. Beacon viewer.
Insufficient funds.
Location set.
Rockets ready. Equipment ready.
Unit ready.
Enemy spotted.
Training.
Received and understood.
Unit lost.
Get him, Havocs!
Training.
Jack, report whatever you need. Oh, this. Turn point.
God, this is so annoying. GG.